Will Taylor Swift ever issue a music NFT? It's a question contemplated by our next guest, who wrote an opinion article about it on CoinDesk.com. Joining us now is Aziz Alangari. He's a marketing associate at Wachsman. Welcome, Aziz, to the show. All right, so you lead influencer marketing for clients focused on NFTs. In your article, you start off by saying you've always wondered what would have happened had Taylor Swift's first re-recorded album, Fearless, had been released as an NFT. So walk us through this thought experiment.
Yeah, first of all, Christine, thank you so much for having me. I wrote this article really by following my own curiosity. I used to work in the entertainment industry, and now I work in crypto. And I've always been excited about the intersection of pop culture and crypto. So in the case of Taylor Swift, in case you don't know, back in 2019, she had a disagreement with her record label. She wasn't able to gain control of her own music, and this was back in 2019 when music NFTs weren't really a thing. So in response to that, she decided to re-record her own songs. And then it just made me wonder why she didn't release Fearless as an NFT, because it would dovetail nicely with her situation by regaining control of her own music. And as I was doing my research, the question slowly became, why should she even release an NFT, considering all of the barriers and the ramifications behind an artist like Taylor Swift dipping her toes into the NFT space?
Okay, let's talk about some of the barriers. So one of them is, like, you think that why would artists want to share rewards with their NFTs, which is something they could do if, you know, they issued an NFT. And I feel like that's a bit of a cynical take, because I mean, that's what, yeah, they want to, don't they want to interact with their fans, create that community and whatnot?
Well, absolutely. So when I talk about the barriers, really there's like three main barriers. Number one, you know, it would allow her to, or it would force her to dip her toes into an area within politics that's very, very foreign to her, that she's never really talked about. And if you're on TikTok or Twitter, you probably saw the memes about Taylor Swift taking her private jet to go to the grocery store or other extremely short flights. That alone is enough reason for her not to get into crypto from a reputational perspective. Like I said, it would force her to dip her toes into an area within politics and talking about the overblown environmental concerns about crypto in general. And again, there's also a reputational cost. So it would be a huge burden for her PR team to tediously explain how smart contracts work or why they're important. And at the end of the day, you know, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Her fans already love her. The reality is that Taylor Swift and most artists don't need to share earnings with their fans. And I make the analogy of TSA dogs. You know, they're doing their job well, they're happy, they're very, very loyal. In fact, there's an overabundance of loyalty that artists don't think it's going to, that artists think it's unlikely going to become scarce in the near future. So and at the end of the day, artists are, you know, this is a business at the end of the day. All of these artists build huge empires, and they need to make sound business decisions before making, before dipping their toes into something like that.
So you're basically saying Taylor Swift fans are our TSA dogs. Nevertheless, you know, you also say, you know, a lot of celebrities don't have a clue really about crypto. So it'd be hard explaining about this. But I would say, you know, there are some celebrities who have made headways, like Mila Kunis and Steve Aoki, which you mentioned. But you've had some experiences where you've been on panels where some celebrities just really had no idea about what they were talking about.
Yeah, no, I think it's naive to think that celebrities didn't hear about crypto. Again, these people are successful for a reason. They have people researching, you know, innovative ways to get into the space, interact with their fans directly and make more money. But my take, based on my research, was that I haven't seen a celebrity that actively teaches and educates their followers or their fan base about smart contracts and why this technology is going to make a difference in the world. I talk about a few who purchased Bored Apes, and I think that's really cool. Madonna, for example, purchased a Bored Ape recently, and I think that's amazing and would shed some light onto smart contracts and NFTs in general, would create more visibility. But I'm really hopeful that someone like Taylor Swift or even the Kardashians, someone super mainstream, to get into crypto, and I think that's going to help us achieve mass adoption for sure.